Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Chinex here, back at it again with another COD video, and I finally got Damascus. As you can see in my last video for my launchers, I already had Damascus, and I had a video when I finally did get it, but I can't find it for some reason. I was going to show that in like the beginning of the video, but as you can see, I don't have it. But this is just my Damascus update video that I'm talking about. I'm just going to be talking about like the basic. I'm gonna be talking about the basic things tips that you need to know for getting Damascus. All my in-depth stuff is gonna be in my other Damascus video, which I'm gonna put the link in the description. And this is just like my whole overview of like all the weapons and like which weapons were the hardest, which weapons were the easiest. And I'm gonna have a tier list at the end of the video. And I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret that I did find out in getting Damascus. I'm gonna say that at the end of the video. So as you know, like the meta is still the same for kill streaks for launchers. You want to go into ground war. When I was getting my launchers, ground war wasn't an option. It was boots on the ground war, so there wasn't kill streaks and there wasn't any tanks for me to destroy the launchers. So that was that. So for launchers, you still want to go into ground war. It's still a good place to go. And smaller maps are always good, like Shoot House and Shipment. As you can see, we got 24/7 Shoot House, 24/7 Shipment back. Before it was like hard hat 24/7, and you could have done that. And obviously, you go into hardcore because hardcore is you get the one-shot kills a lot easier. Also, with knives, you go into core and do a smaller maps, and then with riot shield, you go into hardcore. I'm gonna link my friend's video with his riot shield guide in the description below. So we're going to talk about weapons here. Now we're going to start off with assault rifles. Now assault rifles, the only thing, it wasn't really hard, it was just long and tedious, just because every assault rifle you have to get 800 kills with. So it was just super duper long and tedious. And I'm pretty sure like for all the weapons that you need to do mounted kills were the most annoying, just because like most players aren't really a passive player, they're more of aggressive rush type. So mounted kills were annoying for all the classes that require mounted kills. Now the hardest one, I think, for me, like getting Damascus with, or getting like gold with, is probably going to be the Kilo, just because the Kilo has low damage, and also the M13 as well has super duper low damage. So those two guns were really hard for me in getting them gold. Now this weapon I really hated in the beginning just because I couldn't use burst weapons, but the FR 5.56 is now my new favorite assault rifle, next to the AK. Now I've always liked high damaging single fire weapons, so that's why I like the Oda and the FAL a lot. But the FR 5.56, the FAMAS, is actually a really good weapon. I use it in Warzone now, and it just completely beams. So I'm gonna do a class setup for this weapon. And yeah, I just never really looked into it, but this gun actually has the highest time to kill. So about, if you get a headshot, one burst will do the trick, or 3 bursts is max if you like missed a lot of shots, but the average is 2 bursts will kill a person, and 2 bursts relatively come fast, so you won't lose that many gunfights. So the FR 5.56 is actually one of my favorite weapons, and the one that I like the most out of all the assault rifles. Now we go to SMGs. Now SMGs is going to be the second easiest ones that you're going to get gold, because even though mounted is annoying, it's still relatively fast to get the kills up, and I think you only need 550 kills for these, so it's not really that long. And all SMGs are actually really fun to use. Now my favorite, I'm gonna say my least favorite first. My least favorite in this class was the AUG, just because the AUG had low damage output for some reason. Even with the bullets, it never really had that one shot one kill. And I'm doing this in like I'm comparing one shot kill for hardcore. So my stats, like my opinion, is gonna be based on hardcore, not core, just to throw it out there. But the AUG was like the hardest for me, just because it had low damage and I couldn't finish it. My first one gold was the P90, just because I used it a lot in the beginning and I got it gold relatively fast. But my favorite SMG out of all is the Uzi, especially since we got the new barrel and the new ammunition that came with it. So this is definitely going to be the second easiest, and for the tier list, is going to be hardest up top, easiest on bottom. So Uzi was my favorite, and it's probably going to be the easiest for you because it has a one-shot kill in hardcore, and you put the ammo on it. Shotguns. Now, my first one that I got gold was 725, obviously, and I think it's probably the easiest just because like it was broken. I got it gold when it was super duper broken, so there you go for that. The hardest one for me was the Origin 12, just because it doesn't have that much damage, but it is really spammy. But I lost a lot of gunfights compared to the other shotguns because the 725 does shoot faster if you have a trigger finger, and like the Origin, even though it was automatic, but your trigger finger could be a little bit faster than how it actually shoots. So that's the reason why I didn't like Origin 12. But also point blanks. Point blanks are very annoying with shotguns, so that's why it's gonna be somewhere in the middle. I'm not too sure. I'll make my judgment when I'm finished making the video, and I'll put the tier list at the end of the video. So I'm not too sure where I'm gonna put this, but shotguns were very annoying just because of point blanks. If it wasn't mounted, point blanks was the thing. Model 680 has become my new favorite shotgun just because like they nerfed the crap out of the 725, and the new fire shots with the 680 is amazing, and like you go shoot for somebody from across the map in hardcore with the fire shot, so that's always fun. That makes a lot of people angry, so that's my new favorite one. I'm not gonna really go into DLC weapons just because they're not required to get Damascus, so that's that. So that's that for shotguns. LMGs, the only thing with LMGs that were really annoying to me was because it took a while for you to start shooting. LMGs are good when you have attachments. So doing the no attachment challenge was kind of stupid for the LMGs, at least to me. So that was that. And my favorite one out of these is the MG34. I don't really have a least favorite because all these three are kind of equal to me in like play style, just how I use them and how I use attachments for them. But the MG34 is my favorite LMG out of all of them, and is actually the second highest time to kill. So this gun's really good, and a lot of people use it in Warzone too. So that's that for LMGs. Marksman rifles. Now my least favorite has got to be the EBR-14, just because of how much recoil it has for no attachment. So the no attachment kills was super duper annoying. If the crossbow will probably be my second. I'm just if I need to use the crossbow for Damascus, I'm just throw that out there. But the EBR-14, it was a pain with no attachments. But my favorite is the MK2 carbine. It's fast ADS and it's super duper accurate, like all the time. I use it in search. I don't use it in Warzone just because it's not really meta for it. But I've been going towards the Kar 98K just because of it's just the Kar 98 is just reigns over both marksman rifles and sniper rifles for being a good combination of both. Just because you can quick scope, it's good accuracy, especially when you put the sniper scope on it, and it's just all around amazing. So yeah, and the MK2 carbine I believe was my first gold marksman rifle. So that's that for marksman rifles. Sniper rifles. Now my in the beginning of the game, my favorite is the Dragunov, and I haven't really been using the Dragunov, so I don't really know like if it's still my favorite or not. But I've been recently using the HDR. HDR's been kind of like I've been going towards HDR a little bit more just because it's a decent sniper rifle, but like all this I'm just waiting for a new sniper rifle. I feel like we need a better sniper rifle because sniper rifles just really unrewarding with sniping. Like you lose a lot of gunfights if you're using a sniper rifle, so you really can't really quick scope that much. That's why I like using the Kar 98 because it has a faster ADS speed. But my second favorite probably the AX50. Is because it can quick scope, and then I'm slowly going towards HDR. So there's really no least favorite in the snipers here. It was just the only thing that was annoying was long shots because snipers have a relatively long range. So that's that for that. But my favorite's the Dragunov, and then it's kind of even between HDR and AX50. Now we go into melee weapons. Now, if you've already done the riot shield, you should know that this was the most annoying thing to get done ever. Getting 3 kills without dying is the most annoying challenge ever in hardcore, just because a lot of people will throw thermites at you. So getting this platinum was a pain. It was so much a pain, but because there's glitches with the riot shield and like getting camo progression, that's why it was kind of easy. But then once you got to 2 kills without dying, 3 kills without dying, it was just a pain because it would be impossible to get that 3rd kill. So this is definitely the hardest out of all of the weapons to get gold/platinum to get towards Damascus. So yeah, then we get to the handguns. The handguns are the easiest in my opinion. These are the first things that I got platinum. And pistols, because you don't have to mount, you don't have to be campy, you could be all out aggressive with pistols, and in hardcore it's just amazing because the pistols are one shot kill, especially in certain ranges. My favorite pistol is probably, well, my favorite pistol was the 357 with the snake shots, but they nerfed the snake shots, so I don't really use it that much. But my new favorite one is probably the Deagle. I've been using the Deagle a lot. I just in search just because like I like weapons that are single shot and that are challenging, so I can get good clips with it. So the Deagle is definitely a very good weapon. It has a good damage range, and when you put the right attachments on it, it literally becomes a sniper pistol. So this is definitely the easiest out of everything. Launchers are definitely the second hardest in my opinion, just because of the Joker. Now the Joker is just because it's strictly lock on. It's strictly lock on. You can't really kill that many things without dying a bunch of times, especially if you play in hardcore like shoot house or hardcore shipment, and like getting normal kills with it was kind of hard, especially if people don't go into it, and if you kill your teammates too many times, you're gonna die yourself. And attacker and defender kills were kind of hard for me. Attacker and defender kills were hard for me, and also ground-based kill streaks, just because if other people were in my lobbies trying to get those kill streaks as well. So when I did those, like they would destroy them before I was able to destroy them, so it was kind of hard. So launchers were definitely the second hardest. The knife, I'm not really gonna get into it. The knife is not that hard, just because the riot shield makes the melee weapons the top. That's the reason why it's at the top. But the knife is relatively easy in core, and even in hardcore, especially if you have dead silence, like it's no biggie. And like I said, I'm gonna leave my friend's video in the description below. So look at that video and see how he did it. He has a pretty good guide on how to do it, and like, yeah. So that's basically my tier list for the weapons for Damascus. So I'm gonna put the tier list right here. You're gonna be able to see it in the middle of this kind of like weapon loading screen. And also I got my Holger Damascus, but yeah, I'm gonna put that, you see this tier list right here. So now we're gonna go on to the little secret that I found out when I got my launchers finally finished and I got Damascus. So I went into a lobby in a hardcore free-for-all, and I legitimately asked, like, hey, does anybody have personal radars? And then one person answered, like, yeah, I got personal radars. What, you just gonna shoot them down, huh? I was like, yeah, I kind of need them camos. It's the last thing I need to do. He's like, it's all good, man. I need to get 2 kills without dying with a knife. So I was like, all right, I'll let you kill me in exchange for the personal radars. He was like, all right, bet. Literally that entire lobby was doing camos, and it was like the most wholesome Call of Duty lobby I've ever experienced. So definitely, if all else fails, definitely ask. Just ask, and most of the time they'll probably give it to you if they're not toxic. But that's gonna be the end of this video for me. Hopefully this helped you a little bit, and just to let you know like what to look for if you're just starting Damascus, or what weapons you think that are going to be easy but are actually really hard. This is just my opinion. You could play through it to see if your opinion differs from mine. But yeah, those are just like in my opinion, the hardest. The riot shield is just annoying. But yeah, that just gives you a little overview of like what you want to do first, or what you think you want to do first if you're not too sure. That's just my opinion. All right, so I hope, like I said, I hope this helps you, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this. Next video coming up is gonna be, I have 2 videos basically when I got my riot shields platinum. I just put that there for a little bit of fun, just because it was so annoying, and me and my friend were struggling and having a lot of, it was funny clips. The video was funny. And also I'm doing a class setup for the FR 5.56 for Warzone. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and peace out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.